What is up, everybody? My name is Tom Ruhl. I am the driver of the number 80 Kick Your Grass Racing CP class racing lawnmower. Welcome to the Kick Your Grass Racing World Headquarters in Rehoboth, Massachusetts. I'm going to introduce you to my team, show you our operation, talk to you a little bit about ourselves, and go from there. So this is our race hall right there, as you can see. Tom Ruhl, that's me. My dad, Paul Martens, he's our crew chief. This is where the work gets done. This is the race shop, AKA my dad's girlfriend's barn. There's my dad, Paul Martens.
Howdy, folks.
He is the myth, the man, the legend, the 2019 US LMRA National Crew Chief of the Year. Here is our CP class racing lawnmower with my name adorned on it. CP class, that's a single cylinder Briggs & Stratton overhead valve engine that we run. It is an identical engine block that you would find in most of your ride-on lawnmowers that you'd buy at Home Depot, Lowe's, or a big box distributor of your choice. However, the difference is that's what it looks like after $4,000 of machine work and go fast parts. So we spend a lot of time in here. This is the Kick Your Grass Racing Hall of Shame. There's a broken helmet from a crash that I have. We've got lots of broken engines and blocks and other various racing paraphernalia and parts. And we do get a lot of work done here. I also like to crush a few beers in here on the weekends. But this is the team right here. Missing just one member. It's my dad and I and our good friend Dennis. He is unfortunately no longer with us. We lost Dennis a couple years ago after a really tough fight with cancer. And he loved being a part of this. And he's with us in spirit every single time we get on the track. We know he would be having a blast if he was still here with us now. But we got a whole setup that we bring, golf cart included. We got to have everything we need because, again, we're in Massachusetts and there are not a lot of races out here at all. So when we travel, we try to do it the right way. We've got pretty much enough extra parts to put together another whole lawnmower if we need to, because you can't travel 20 hours and break something and not be able to race. And we're not getting paid, at least not yet, to go out there and do it. But again, we have a lot of fun. I'm pretty patriotic, so I like to adorn the stars and stripes when I can. You know, everyone's got a different story in terms of how they got in to racing mowers, and I don't have a mechanical background. I wasn't a race car driver. I grew up playing traditional stick and ball sports. I was a college athlete. I played football for 4 years in college many years ago. But I always had a love of motorsports. And my dad was more the gearhead mechanical guy. Grew up doing a little bit more with engines and helping other friends race. And sort of was just messing around with some neighbors 10 years ago with regular stock ride-on lawnmowers. And after a couple of years of trying to get more and more competitive with that, my dad finally looked at me and said, look, if you're done messing around with the neighbors, we could actually do this. There are people that actually soup up lawnmowers and race them. And that was exciting to me. So we went, we checked out a local race. We spent a year putting this girl together right there. And I will tell you what, our first year out, we were terrible. The mower never ran right. It was heavy. It didn't handle well. I had no idea what I was doing behind the wheel. We could barely even finish a race. At the end of that first season, I was just about ready to hang it up. And the last race of that year in the local New England circuit at a no-name county fairgrounds in Connecticut that doesn't even exist anymore, we actually won our first race. And it gave us just enough momentum to keep at it. And then that next year, we went to our first national race in Bowles Farm, Maryland. And we were just hoping maybe we could finish in the top 3 on the Friday night or the Saturday night. And lo and behold, our first national race, we finished second. We were ecstatic. It was like we won the Super Bowl, like we won the Daytona 500. We were high-fiving, hugging each other, crushing a bunch of beers. And then we came back the next night, and we actually won the race. We won our first national feature race. So we went home with a first place and a second place. And really, it just sort of took off from there. And now we've done really well. We've come really close to winning a points championship. We're lucky enough to be adorned on race posters like this and starting to become fairly well known across the country for the class that we race in. So we're looking forward to getting back out it again this year. We're going to Minnesota in a couple weeks. We're going to Indiana a week after that. And we'll be in Tennessee. And if all goes well, we might be in Oregon in September for the national finals, hopefully hunting our first national championship. Anything you want to add to that?
Just that one thing Tom left out, when we did decide to do this, I was adamant that if we were going to do this, we weren't going to do this just to play around. We were going to do this to win. And that's how we take it every race we go to.
That's right. We do not travel 15, 16, 20, 23 hours to finish second place. That is no fun. We're in it to win it, as cliche as that sounds. And I'd like to think we're getting to the point now that when this trailer pulls in to the pits, if there's some other CP racers there that see us, they get real disappointed watching this trailer pull into the pits and set up shop knowing, oh boy, we got a long weekend ahead of us. So that's it. We're Kicking Grass Racing. I'm the driver, Tom Ruo. That's my crew chief and dad, Paul Martens. I hope you've enjoyed your introductory tour to the Kicking Grass Racing team, story, and world headquarters here in Rehoboth, Massachusetts. Thank you all. Have a great night.